Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. All right, now you can't see it because it's just right outside of your field of view, but I got myself a sort of a teleprompter going here. And all it is just a little note. Not that it says how many steps. Well, it's upside down to you, but it's right side up to me. How many steps? In the last week or a few days, at least 2 people have asked me now, how many steps is there in the manual? And I remember the first time somebody said something, I commented back and said, I'll let you know in the next episode. And then I forgot about it. And then yesterday, Corey asked me, how many steps? So let's just quickly page ahead to the end, which shouldn't be all that hard. Because I think the last step is on the last page. All right. The last step is 69. Can you read it? It might be a little bit washed out, but anyway. Yeah, so there's 69 steps in this. We are now working on step 32. Okay. I think we'll make it. I really think we'll make it. That's the plan. I'm not planning on quitting or anything. I think we'll make it. I think it'll probably be around Christmas time at the rate things are going. After all, we got the other 4. We got to the end of the other 4 manuals, so I think we can probably do the 5th one. Now, we might have a problem here. Another viewer commented and said, to the effect of, you might have glued the wrong piece on right here. It possibly was supposed to be this one here, because it's a little bit shorter and it would have fit better. What I was going by was that in the drawing, this one here, the Q28 in the drawing looks a lot thicker than the Q29. But thinking about it now, it's possibly that these are not drawn 100% to scale. Because what the viewer was noting that, well, we'll move in and we'll look a little closer. I think that's the best way, because I actually got the piece out that I thought was going to be the overhead bulk. Let me move you in. Okay, so yesterday when I was gluing this piece on here, I guess we can take this off now. I was noticing that this part was coming up above the top of the bulkhead a little bit. And then I thought, well, maybe it goes up into a hole. At that time, I never thought that possibly I had the wrong piece. So this morning, I went ahead and I looked at the overhead bulkhead that we are going to be gluing on. It does have a hole right there, which does seem to come in the right place. But then if we put this in like this, then this, let's see, I'm probably getting it out of your field of view here. It doesn't really line up the way I thought it should. If it was something like this, it might be, no, that won't work either. Okay, if this is the way it goes, then yeah, my thinking was originally correct on that. Now this bulkhead that we've got right here, it's not an end bulkhead. The end bulkheads are the big ones. I guess I put way too much glue on. It is glued on there too hard now to try and hydrate and change it. I think what I will do in the event that it happens to be too long, I'll just cut it off. And this other one here, which you might even be able to see it from being as far back as you are, but this one looks a lot thicker than this one, and that's what I was going by. And it also looks longer. But then these probably are not drawn to the same scale. So I don't know. Maybe I should have checked things out a little better. Maybe I'm beating this to death. But we'll worry about it when we get to it. In the meantime, what do we got going on here? Okay. We have to, well, if we continue on and move from left to right, we're going to be dealing with this piece right here, and it's going to have to go on, where is it over here? Okay, so it goes right here, and there is no little mark or anything there that I can see, no little divot or anything like that. Wondering if maybe this would be better to put in afterwards, like after we get this part glued on. Yeah, maybe we'll put this Q29 in place afterwards. It's starting to not make sense here. Okay. Remember what I said yesterday about sometimes trying to do some of these very simple little tasks on camera can be so frustrating. Now we got bleeding going on here that I wasn't expecting. So let's see if this gets covered up. This is going to be a part that's going to plug in there, and I do believe it is this piece right here, and it gets plugged in like this. It will sort of hide it, but not really. I'm going to have to take the number 338, I think it is, and touch that up. But what I was thinking about earlier is maybe darkening this, and it seems like there's a little something going on there, some sort of a little panel on the wall. I'm just thinking that maybe I should take maybe the number 66 and just see if I can't just darken that up just a little bit so that they show up. There's going to be something plug in here. It'll cover that up. We don't need to paint this. Yeah, I guess I didn't have my masking tape down hard enough in these places right here. Okay, now Missy the dog is going to be coming by here pretty soon, and I'm going to try an experiment. I'm going to put out one of the milk bones, which is what we've been giving her for the last couple of months, I guess now. No, more than that, and also the new ones from the two cats and a rabbit. Yeah, the ones that are bacon flavored, and they look like bacon, but I don't think they are real bacon. Anyway, I'm going to put a piece of like milk bone here and bacon here, and then see which one Missy takes. That's the plan. This may not work, and I should maybe do it several times. Just because it might be just a coincidence she'll go for the one she doesn't like. Although I don't think a dog does that. Okay. Let's see if we can touch this up here a little bit. Well, I didn't make it. You were just too fast. You were just too fast, Missy. Yeah. Come on, you want the other one? My goodness, this experiment is not working. This experiment is not working. No. Did you have a good walk? Okay, well, the milk bone is still there. Okay, no, she won't touch the milk bone. Well, you might say I really botched that experiment. That little Missy was so fast. I didn't get the camera in the right place, and I have to do this again, but offhand, it seems to me that the terrorist treats were far more popular. But, you know, I want to do this several times, and if, give it half a dozen tries. And if it's consistent, well, obviously she likes the bacon-flavored treat better. Now, I had just started to plug this in to see how much I was going to have to cover up, and it seems to me that this overhead piece here is going to come something like, it's going to go something like this. Let me get this at a better angle here so that you can see what's sort of happening. I'm not really positioned too good here, am I? Okay. Yeah, I think that's going to go like this. Okay, so in other words, this mess right here and this one right here we're not going to see. The only one that I should maybe cover up is just this little piece right here. And also I want to use a darker gray in here, because I do believe these are supposed to represent some sort of hatches. Okay, I'm not zoomed in close enough. I'll reposition when I paint this stuff. Or maybe I should do it off camera and get it done. Nah, we'll video it. Okay, now is one coat going to be enough if I put it on nice and thick? I think so. There's going to be some, like I say, there's going to be something else right here. No, I don't think there's any use trying to cover that up. So why did I? Maybe this one over here just in case. Alright, that should be good enough. All right. Okay, this is the Tamiya number 66, and we'll do this panel first. And I'm going to try and take advantage of the fact that it's kind of raised. I just have to turn it so that I can bring my brush up to the edge. I was just thinking this is where Gabe would really do a good job. And speaking of Gabe, I just remembered he sent me a message, and he mentioned something about we got to get together, and I haven't responded back. Okay, it's kind of hard to tell where's the edge of this panel. Is it right up against that pipe? Get some more on my brush here. Yeah, it's probably right up against that pipe. No, I'm just going to put the one coat on here. I just want to just kind of darken it a little bit. Okay, I think that's, from arm's length. And once again, it's possible we're not even going to see this thing. I don't think I went far enough. Okay, let's quit while the quitting's good. All right, now we'll do this other one. It's quite a bit more raised. And I suppose by rights that handle should be painted a different color, shouldn't it? This isn't going on too bad considering it's thinned. And we'll try and get the hinge here so it sort of stands out a bit. Yeah, it's not too bad. Alright, now let's try and get this one that's recessed. I was wondering at first, why is it that some were recessed? This one was recessed and the other ones were, proud of the bulkhead. And then I realized that this one that I'm going to do right now, it represents a hatch that actually maybe opens from the other side somehow. Or is it maybe some kind of a double hatch? I don't know. Okay, this may or may not be easier to paint. I don't want to be getting too much on there, but my thought was if I just sort of, flood it in there so it goes right up against the edge. Like something like this. I think I'm basically getting it. Now you notice there's a wheel there. That wheel obviously is to open the hatch. Now can I paint that hinge without getting it on the bulkhead? Should be maybe using a different brush. No, I shouldn't try and talk and work at the same time. Maybe I could paint that wheel a different color. From arm's length, it's going to look pretty good. Now we got this piece right here. Let's try not to get it onto the bulkhead, just so that it kind of stands out. Okay, how many of you commented and said you're using too big of a brush? Okay, let's there is more detailing as you can see here, just above this door. At least I'm assuming that's above. I don't know if I dare to try and do anything with that or not. You know what, why don't I get a smaller brush and see if maybe I can just for the fun of it, see if I can just touch along there. I'm just going to push stop for a minute. Okay, as I often say, let's quit while the quitting's good here. Maybe I can get underneath this one right here. Okay, enough's enough. Okay, here's what's been happening. I checked the weather, and we have increasing cloudiness with a greater chance of precipitation for this afternoon. So I know it's before noon here. Normally I keep going, and normally what I do is I do my editing and everything first, then I go out, normally. But today I'm going to do it differently. I'm going to put a fresh battery in my GoPro here, and that should give me at least 45 minutes or so on the bike. And okay, we should be good to go here. And yeah, I'm going to call her quits here, in other words. So, you might say, I'm going to say rather, I can't talk and work at the same time, you know that. Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're going to see you tomorrow.